Peace comes to Guatemala. For the first time in 10 years, the people of Guatemala are breathing the sweet air of liberty. Only days after the resignation of Red President Jacobo Arbenz, rebel leader Castillo Armas sweeps into town. Thousands of communists and fellow travelers are rounded up in makeshift prisons. For United Fruit, it's business as usual, as all company land seized by the communists is returned. On television, Secretary of State Dulles announces the return of democracy to Guatemala.
The Brothers is a biography of John Foster Dulles and his brother Alan, and the stories of these two individuals who had a tremendous amount to do with the foreign policy of the United States in the 1950s. John was Secretary of State. His brother Alan was head of the CIA. Their primary mission during this period was to thwart what they considered to be world domination by the Soviets. And they utilized not so democratic means to do that. They were responsible for a number of overthrows of government, Guatemala, which was actually democratically elected. Iran, they had some influence in the Congo, and Alan later had something to do with the Bay of Pigs. This book gives us some understanding as to why some in the Third World pretty much don't trust us. I would really highly advise any of you foreign policy experts or individuals that like reading history to take a look at this book. Some people call it revisionist, but whatever it is, it'll really get you thinking. So you guys have a great summer. Read this if you have the opportunity, from the slope to the shore, from Great Falls to Condo Canyon. Get rockin' with Lock-In. And if you have a need for any financing, you know where to go. Take care.
60 years ago today, on August 19th, 1953, the democratically elected Prime Minister of Iran, Mohammad Mossadegh, was deposed in a coup. Well, for a long time, of course, we said, coup, we don't know anything about that. Of course, the United States government, CIA had nothing to do with it. Well, that's interesting because President Clinton and President Obama have both acknowledged that, in fact, we did organize that coup. And finally, today, the CIA also acknowledges it. It was part of a Section 3 in newly released documents entitled Covert Action. And they talk about this action called TPA-JAX, okay? And what did they do in that? They explain the military coup that overthrew Mossadegh and his National Front cabinet was carried out under CIA direction as an act of U.S. foreign policy. The risk of leaving Iran open to Soviet aggression compelled the United States in planning and executing TPA-JAX.